This video is produced for educational and informational purposes only. All information is sourced from official U.S. government and academic publications cited in the description below. Illustrated scenarios are simplified examples and do not represent real companies, organizations, or individuals. This content does not glorify criminal activity of any kind. Sources: FBI, CISA, NIST. You type your username. You type your password. You hit login. In that single moment, before the page even loads, an attacker may have already been inside your database. Not breaking in. Not hacking. Just asking. Welcome to VIDANALYTICA Cyber Intelligence. This is SQL Injection. The attack that does not pick the lock, it walks through the front door because someone forgot to build one. NIST defines it precisely. SQL injection attacks look for web applications that pass insufficiently processed user input to database backends. In plain language, the application trusts whatever you type. An attacker types something it was never supposed to receive, and the database obeys. Every website that takes user input, a login form, a search bar, a contact field, is potentially a door. Most developers build the door. Not all of them remember to add the lock. The NIST National Vulnerability Database has documented over 12,000 vulnerabilities formally classified as SQL Injection, CWE89, since tracking began. 12,000 times, a database trusted input it should have questioned. And the damage is not theoretical. CISA confirmed that in 2023, threat actors exploited a critical SQL injection vulnerability in a widely used file transfer platform. Rated 9.8 out of 10 on the severity scale. No authentication required. No password needed. A single crafted request, and the database opened completely. The FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center reported that in 2024 alone, cybercrime caused $16.6 billion in losses across the United States. Database breaches are a documented and growing part of that picture, and SQL injection remains one of the most common entry points attackers use to reach them. Here is how it works. A normal login query asks the database, "Find me the user with this username and this password." An attacker does not provide a username. They provide a command. The database reads it as always true. Every account, every record, every password, returned in a single response. The attacker did not break the database. They spoke its language, and the application handed them the microphone. CISA has listed SQL injection vulnerabilities in its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog repeatedly, from enterprise file transfer systems to government-grade network appliances. In 2026, a critical SQL injection flaw in a major enterprise platform was added with a mandatory 21-day remediation deadline. The threat is not historical. It is active right now. For defenses, stop SQL injection completely, verified by CISA and NIST. Defense 1. Parameterized queries. Never build database commands by concatenating user input directly. Separate the command from the data. Defense 2. Input validation. Every field, every form, every parameter, validated against an allow list of what is expected. Defense 3. Least privilege access. Database accounts used by web applications should only have the permissions they actually need, nothing more. Defense 4. Regular vulnerability scanning. CISA provides free cyber hygiene scanning services to help organizations find exactly these weaknesses before attackers do. These 4 defenses do not reduce the risk of SQL injection. They eliminate it entirely. A parameterized query cannot be injected. The command and the data never touch. The most important defense is awareness. Every developer who understands how SQL injection works builds applications that cannot be exploited this way. NIST Secure Software Development Framework, SSDF, calls for security to be integrated into every phase of development, not patched in later, built in from the start. If you are a developer, use parameterized queries. Always. No exceptions. If you are an organization, scan your internet-facing systems. If you are a user, understand that the applications you trust are only as secure as the code behind them. Cyber threats evolve every day. Stay informed. Stay secure. This is VIDANALYTICA Cyber Intelligence. All original content, including script narrative, visual presentation, avatar identity, voice design, and video production, is the intellectual property of VIDANALYTICA. Government statistics and publications cited remain the property of their respective agencies. Unauthorized reproduction or redistribution is strictly prohibited.